This is Cisco. He's a 12-year-old Mustang that was first caught when he was about 5. He had been a stallion, and then he went into the BLM system. He's from Northern California. He went into the BLM system and was adopted there. He spent a couple years in Texas, and after a failed adoption was given to us. He's been with us for about 4 years, and we love him, and we've taught him to eat treats, but he didn't come this way naturally. So what we're going to do here today is we're having a little contest of what you think Mustangs will eat or not eat. So first, let's start out with our carrot. You can tell this Mustang enjoys carrots. Next, we have barley. He clearly likes barley. The third thing in our taste test is beet pulp. He will eat it. He doesn't think much of it, but in the winter time it makes a great treat. Finally, we have a commercial feed product made by Oñate, which he clearly loves. He could eat it if his mouth wasn't so full. When Mustangs come in, it's tempting to try to feed them delectable items, thinking that you're going to get somewhere with them. But if you try to actually put them in their mouth and they don't like them, they will develop an aversion pattern of pulling their head away. So you really don't want to force the issue. But this is just to clarify some of the misconceptions that you might have about what horses like to eat. Mustang, carrot. He bites at it, but he doesn't take a bite. He does think it smells interesting. Mustang meets barley. He thinks it's really weird. Mustang meets beet pulp. No way. Mustang meets commercial horse feed product. It's scary. That's the kind of behavior you can expect. I've tried almost every commercial product that they offer for horse treats. Purina products, some of the high dollar ones you can send away for free samples, and Mustangs just don't like them. Let's talk about how it's safe to feed horses, how you should hold your hand for a minute, because a lot of people are confused about that. I typically offer the horses like that, but I keep my hand away. That's not the safest thing, and that's not what they recommend, especially if you're sending your child out to feed a bit of apple to a horse. They recommend putting your hand out flat. Some bands of horses will use their teeth, and it seems to be genetic whether or not they do that, because the whole band will do that. And some horses just know how to eat with their lips. If your horse does not know how to eat with its lips, you can put it in a metal bowl, or you can put it in a dish, because it's really kind of not safe to stick your hands in there to a horse that's going to use its teeth. Champy is one of the really food aggressive mares that come in, and we also call her Chompy for that reason. And so I want to use this little segment to talk about politeness in horses. A lot of people won't feed their horses hand treats because they believe that it develops some bad habits. There's a couple things about this. First of all, we have them touching our fingers politely first before they get the hay. If you hold the hay out to where you're teasing the animal with it, and then it's going to try to bite it. You've got to expect that. So what you have to do is deliver that hay to the horse without building up that anticipation. There's a few things about this video that you need to understand. You're going to hear a lot of me shouting X, and what in the heck am I doing there? Well, what that is that's a marker sound that tells the animal, yes, that's what I wanted you to do. And the X then predicts that I'm going to deliver food to them. That enables me to use a sound that they get really tuned into, that they know when they're doing the right thing. The other thing that you should be aware of is that this positive reinforcement here is almost all feeding to begin with, because that's what the horses understand. They do not understand petting or scratching to begin with, because they really think you're a predator. It's only when they quit thinking that you're a predator that you can actually start rewarding them by scratching them. X.